starting off with property prices, and you need to be here to search for property. You know, I can give you a general overview, and what I've found is the cheapest apartment I found, a 1-bedroom, was 105,000, and it says it's quite close to the beach, so that's quite good. The next one was 120,000 for a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom, you know, with a lounge. It's ideal for a couple. If you've got a child, obviously that's an issue. The next one I found was 125,000, but that was that was a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom, open plan kitchen, dining room, glazed terrace, partial sea views. So that sounds quite nice for 125. That's not really that expensive into euros, because obviously whatever the exchange rate is, you'll benefit. But I also found a plot of land which was only 29,000. So, you know, that's pretty cheap. I mean, if you're one of these people that is good at DIY and you want to give that a go, I think that's quite a good sort of way of going. 29,000, and you can spread it over a couple of years. You know, you might not even have to get a mortgage. I mean, obviously it depends on if you've got friends that also can help you as well. So property that way, when you're looking at those sort of prices, it's not mega expensive, you know, to me. So let's move on to schools. Now, if you're a family that want your children to go to private schools as opposed to the state schools, then information like that is key. And what I found is the AIS Altea International School, and I'll put all these details down below in the information box. Another one I found is the admissions ISPS schools.es. So that's another one that you can try to get prices. And then the other one is IEP, Elian's British School of Nucia. And that's not that far from Altea. So that's another one that you can try. And as I say, I'll put all that information down in the information box, so you've got it. And then obviously when you're here, you need to go along and you need to look at the schools, see what they're going to give you for your money. And, you know, it's something that I can't really say much more on. I can give you some information and then you can go from there. So hopefully, you know, you should be able to sort out a school, or, you know, you need to go to the council to sort out the state schools as well. So you've got the two options, private or state schools, like you've got anywhere. So that's your options, really. Things that you need to do when you come here is you need to sign up with the local council, and you're quite lucky for the Valencia region, because they have this system called the Pangia, and the Pangia helps you with everything. It helps you from learning Spanish if you want to learn Spanish, and I do think that you need to know some Spanish. You don't. I mean, if you're fluent, that's fantastic. You know, I'm not, and I find it quite difficult. You know, I'm 72 years of age now. My memory is not the best in the world, and to learn a language, I think you need a decent memory, you know, and I certainly haven't got a good memory. You know, at the time when I'm looking at the words, I say, oh yeah, that's easy, but it's not easy. I don't think anyone thinks learning a second language is particularly easy. I mean, we are spoilt as British because so many people do speak English, mainly because of America, because there's so many people over there, 250 million or whatever it is. And so we are spoilt, and a lot of people, especially on the coastline in Spain, they do speak English. It's not very often you go to a bar or a restaurant and someone does not speak in English. But I would suggest, you know, people coming over try to learn some English, some Spanish, and, make it a bit of effort, I think, is well worth it. But you need to get from the council with this Pangaea. They're going to help you out. And one of the things they're going to do is they're going to get you to sign up for a padron. Now, padron, basically, it just basically gives all the information on there with the family, you know, what family members there are. But with a padron, you need that a lot of times to buy a car. You need it to buy white goods sometimes. It's not so much now, but it always used to be. You could never buy anything without a padron. You definitely can't buy a car without one. So that's a definite. So, and also what the council do is they register through the government in Madrid, and I think they get so much per person living in their area. So they always want you to go on the padron. That's pretty essential. But they will help you. You know, they're used to foreigners coming over to live, and they will help you. And that's why the Valencian region set up this Pangaea. Now, whether other regions do it, I don't know, because I'm only based here, so it's what I know and what happens here. But I do know it's a good system, and it's something you need to go to your council and ask about. Once again, I'll put information for Altea Council in the information box for you, so everything will be down there for you just to copy and then make your own decisions when you're coming over. You might need to make an appointment a week before or something, I don't know. These councils do get busy at times. So yeah, so the Pangaea, number one thing when you come to register in, that Pangaea is essential. Transport now, and obviously when you come here initially, unless you're driving over, you're going to need to get from the airport. I would suggest that you come in Alicante Elche Airport, because that's the closest one. The other airport is Valencia, and that's a lot further along the coast. So Alicante is the airport you want. They do a bus service. They do a train service that goes all the way through, and but hire car, I would suggest, is the best way, because if you're going to be moving around looking at properties, unless you've already bought a property, of course, if you're moving around looking at properties and having appointments to do this, that and the other, then you're going to want transport. You know, you won't want to rely on buses, that's for sure. That'd be an absolute nightmare. And taxis would cost you far too much. So hire car is the number one. And when you arrive at the airport, there are loads. I'm not going to suggest any, because there's a big choice when you arrive at Alicante Airport, and you can choose whichever one favours your choice. And then that is the best option, a hire car. So what about shopping? You know, what about if you're buying somewhere that you need to buy furniture, white goods, this sort of stuff, you know? Well, if you're in Altea, then you're not very far from Finestrat. And Finestrat has a massive shopping complex. They've got so many shops up there. The indoor part of Finestrat is incredible. It's got, I don't know how many shops it's got, but it's got to have at least 100 shops, I would imagine. And then outside, you've got all kinds of other ones. You've got, places like Mercadona. You've got all the major names are all there. So shopping wise, and it's only just above Benidorm, so it's not that far from where you are. And jump in the car, you'll be there within 20 minutes. And as I say, there's, if you want to buy a new mobile phone, you go there. If you want to buy some clothes at Zara, you go there. If you want to visit Carrefour, you go there. Iceland, all these places are round and about. So you've got everything in one place, which is absolutely ideal. There is another shopping mall, and that is on Ondara, which is very close to where I live. But, it'd be no point coming down to this one because it's too far. You're better off to stay where you are, go a little further along the coast, and then jump into Finisterre. So that's what I would suggest that you do anyway. Something that I do get asked about is work. Now, I have no contacts with people in business really. I know a few people that have got their own companies here, but the job market is alien to me. I retired when I was 58, and that was in 2008, so that's a long time ago. So I don't even know what the job market's like in England, let alone Spain. It's something you're going to have to find out about yourself. It's every country's different. They have rules, they have regulations here, of course, and you'd have to be residential to be able to work, I'm sure. But that's information you're going to have to find out yourself. I really can't help you on that one. Sort of got yourself organised, and everything is in play with your property, with your registration at the council. What about the time when you want to enjoy yourself? You can't be doing all that stuff all the time. You've got to enjoy yourself at some point, haven't you? I mean, the main Altea seafront area, the pedestrian walkway, which is hellishly long, it's beautiful down there. It's full of restaurants, it's full of bars. The beach is stony, so if you don't like stones, then that's not a good place to go. There are lots of sandy beaches. I reckon 99% of the beaches in this region are sandy ones. But Albir is stony, Altea is stony. I think there's one other, I'm not sure. But sure, if you want a nice white sandy beach, then, these are the places not to go. But obviously, being on the coast, there's all the water activities to do wherever you're located. So whether you're located in Villaraigosa or Alicante or indeed in Altea, you can go scuba diving, you can go kayaking, you can go boating. There's all kinds of things to do on the water if that is your preferred thing to do, and it will be fairly easy to do that as well. So that's not an issue. I mean, Altea itself, it's tree lined. It's absolutely beautiful down there. I was down there a couple of days ago, and I'm recording this in April. This is the first week in April that I'm recording this. I'm not quite sure when I'm going to be putting it out until I look on the computer on YouTube to see what I've uploaded already. But it's be coming out very shortly because it's been asked for. I've been asked for lots of locations, And as I say, I want to start doing at least one a month. So this is the first one back after a little bit of a break. But I hope you enjoy the video. I hope it's informative. I hope the information that I give you in the information box below is what you require, what you need. And if it is, and you like the videos, please subscribe. It's free. It doesn't cost you a penny to subscribe, unlike a lot of other things in life when you subscribe. So please subscribe, please support the channel, and I look forward to seeing you all soon. Okay, bye, ciao.